Hey y'all, it's Liz and Steve, and tonight we're going to be talking about savings. And do you have one? Do you have a savings account? And are you saving money? Because everybody should have a fallback account, something that they can fall back on in case of hard times. I know some of you are probably saying, well, hell, it's hard times now, but I mean, on a serious note, like car repairs, if your appliance breaks down, major things that you're going to need. How about an illness in the family and you have to travel, a long ways. You need gas money, stuff that needs to be put aside in case of an emergency. And tonight what we want to do is talk to you guys about that and just give you a little bit of insight, and also about budgeting. Do you have a budget? Do you even know how to make up or start a budget? These are things that we're just going to touch base on, just so you guys know, because me and Steve, we do that every week. And this is the truth. Every Saturday morning, Steve gets up and he goes over the whole budget, right? Mm-hmm. For that week. He makes sure that everything that was supposed to get paid got paid. He also looks at the budget for the following week. Because of the way that he gets paid, which is every week, it's easy for us to do this. Even if you get paid twice a month or every 2 weeks, you need to be sitting down with your significant other and looking over all of your bills. That's the number one thing that you guys should be doing. If you have a partner or a better half, whether they work or not, you guys need to sit down and look over your bills and your budget. Okay? Because we do that every once a week. We do that. Somewhere, he does it every Saturday. But if I'm not there to do it, or if I'm like, I don't really want to, he'll make sure that I see it within the next, couple of days. Hey, let's sit down and look at this. This is what we're going to pay. This is what we're doing. The first rule for savings is to put away
1 hour of pay.
1 hour of pay per day. So, for instance, if you work and you make $8 an hour, you need to take the first hour of the day, take $8 and put it aside. So at the end of the week, that's $40. You take that and you put it in savings, right? Mm-hmm. Also, that's the one thing, Steve, pay yourself first and then pay your bills and stuff like that. What do you want to say?
The good thing about the savings account is if something does happen, emergency, appliance breaks down, whatever it is, then even if it doesn't cover the whole bill and you have to charge it, at least you got some money to put on the charge card so you don't have to pay the whole bill.
Right. With
also,
that, go ahead.
Yeah. Also, you should have a little bit of fun money.
I like fun money. I
love
fun money.
If you can afford it, you should, even if it's only $30 or $40 a week, you should, go do something with a little bit of fun money, But if that's possible, it's not always possible. But 10% for the church.
Yeah.
And
10% for the church.
Also, then that leaves you approximately 70% to pay your bills.
Pay your bills, your rent, and all that. Another thing that I want to touch on with you is credit cards. First of all, if you don't have a budget, you need to make up a budget and stick with it. If you don't know how to make up a budget, write me. We'll help you.
Yeah.
We do budgets every month. We do them. Matter of fact, we're so budgeted. We're budgeted all the way up until like September of 2010. Sorry, 2010. So we're already budgeted up till September. Yeah.
Can I have that?
Yeah. But if you have credit card bills, this is the number one thing. You must pay them off as quickly as possible. And that's where your budget comes in. Besides your everyday living, besides your everyday living expenses, credit card. Credit card bills will hold you back. Credit card debt will hold you back. It will not let you move forward. You know, again, if you do have a credit card and you don't use it, good for you. If you're only using it for emergencies, that's fantastic. That's what you need it for. If you're like me and you like to spend money, you need to budget yourself to where if you see a dress that you want and it's $100, but you only have $40, then you need to budget yourself and save the rest and not charge it. You know, if you can't afford to buy it with cash, then just don't buy it. That's what I say. Anyways, so again, with your credit card bills, if you make just the minimum payment, add an extra $5 to it. You'll be surprised at how fast it does get paid down with an extra $5. Because paying a little bit more than the minimum is always good, and even that $5 goes towards the principal and not the interest. Try to pay, now people do it differently, because we've done it both ways, but try to pay your smallest credit card off first if you have credit card debt. Correct? Mm-hmm. So that brings me to my demonstration. Okay. These here are your credit card companies, and this is what you owe them, and here is your minimum payment. Okay? So take a look at that. A, B, C, D, E, F. And there's your amounts that you owe each of the credit card companies, and here's your minimum payment again. Okay. The first thing you want to do is pay off F. Okay? Let's say that you have, excuse you, $300 a month is what you have that you can actually afford to pay on credit card debt. Because I don't know how we figured ours out. Yeah. But if you have $300, what you want to do is you want to make, with this one, the minimum payment's only $11, but it's $78. You know, just looking at this here is less than $300. So what you want to do is you want to pay F $78. Make the minimum payment on the rest of the credit cards. Okay, that's going to leave you with, out of $300, because the total with that $78 is $242, that will leave you with $58, which you will then apply to number E, which is right now $141 is what you owe them. So you're going to put 58 plus the 21. Then the following month you will pay them $62. And that will have them paid off also. It's like when you do this budget, when you do the credit card pay down, it's like you list all your credit cards, right? And you pay the minimum payment on all of them, except for the smallest one, which you want to try to pay off first. Okay?
A good way to do that is to
hold on for a minute. I'm gonna let you tell it. Hold on. Hold your hand there.